Hello and welcome to this help and training video that focuses on the Object Access tab of our Security and Access Manager app. On the left here, I'm going to grab some profiles and permission sets. So I grab some of these here, and I'm going to grab some more businessy ones there, and some more sales focused ones here. So if I hit go, this immediately returns our permissions for the account object. If you need to see more on the page, you can either scroll down, or we have the filters where we can show and hide the filters here. It just allows you to see more on the screen. So the first thing we might want to do is baseline our access across the different objects. So here I'm going to select the object to export to Excel. Just grab a whole load. Hit export to Excel. This generates us a nicely formatted CSV file of our object level permissions. So here we can see our profiles and permission sets down the left. We've got our type of permission, whether it's a profile or permission set, the profile or permission set license, and then the CRUD rights along the top. Green means I have the permission, red means I haven't, and a bit of audit trail down the bottom. So this is telling us that the sales manager has got basically everything apart from modify all. Whereas if we look at the HR profile, HR got the same, they just don't have delete. And then if we click along the tabs along the bottom, we can see how the access changes across the org, across the different permissions. So that's very quickly baselined our access across the org. So next thing we might want to do is, let's say, take away those delete rights. So rather than having to click into every profile permission set, you can simply remove the delete rights there, give it a description change. So met with CIO, removed delete permissions on account object. Hit save, and that applies the changes directly into the metadata. We also capture the changes as a log, so then we can go back over time and see how things have changed. So if I could export to Excel, this generates us a slightly different CSV where we've got two columns showing the permissions today, which is the now column, and the permissions at the date of the log, which is the log column. So this is saying that on Thursday, February the 16th, the finance profile did have delete rights, whereas today they don't. And then there's a bit more audit information. So the user that made the change, date of the export, date of the log, who this export was exported by, and the description of the log. Another great feature is, let's say you make a mistake with permissions, we can click revert changes and it reverts you back to that point in time. There's some advanced filtering at the top here, so we can look at just organization profiles or permission sets. So that's customer standard or managed package profiles and permission sets. Lots of combinations here. When doing a permissions audit, you might want to exclude the managed package items, as 9 times out of 10 you can't actually change managed package permissions. And again, we've got some advanced filtering at the top here, so whether it's an organization object, customer standard, or whether it's a managed package object. And that concludes the help and training for the Object Access tab.